Hey, what is happening, world? I hope you're doing well. Let me just set my timer here, and I'm also going to check on my good old profile and make sure that the live audio is coming through. Make sure we're good. You can hear me. I would hate to do all this talking if you could not actually hear me. All right, so I can hear myself on this one, so let's kick this party off. What's up, everybody? What am I actually talking about? 10 benefits of being your own boss that you might not have ever even thought about. My name is Justin Glover. Welcome to this video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, I'm talking about just that. Benefits of being your own boss, some of the ones that I like. And so this session right now is going to benefit you if you're looking to find more ways of injecting more joy into you being the boss. Maybe you're like, I am already the boss. I do my own thing, but maybe it's not as fun as it could be. I think maybe you'll reflect on some of these things and actually get a little value out of it. It's also going to be for those of you that are interested in the idea of maybe one day being your own boss. All right, or like I said, for those of you that have already accomplished that, you are your own boss, but it just doesn't feel like it sometimes. Instead, it feels like you've created another job for yourself. I know that feeling, and so if that's you, maybe stop and consider some of these benefits that you might be taking for granted, because it's very easy to take some of this stuff that you don't, especially if you've been doing this as your own thing and you haven't had a boss in a while. It's easy to take some of this stuff for granted, and so that's what we're going to be talking about. And so we're going to give some shout outs, give away some stuff here in a moment, and give you some good content. So just before I dive in, yesterday's business mind map training that we did, it was a big success. The feedback so far has been quite amazing. I'll read you some testimonials for it here in a little bit. Just some comments that came in, just kind of blows my mind. So thank you for everybody that showed up for that live. Good luck to those of you that are playing. We've got over $500 worth of cash and prizes that we're giving away this weekend inside of our group. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just stay tuned for a few minutes and you will. All right, and so before we get in, I want to give some stuff away. And so as you come on, if you haven't done so yet, even if you're catching the replay, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what is some good news for you today. I like to start by filling the comments up with some positivity. And so let me know what's something good that's going on in your world today. All right. If you are catching the replay, also let me know that. Give me a hashtag replay or something in the comments so I know that you were here. And I'll start by sharing my good news. My good news is the feedback. It's gotta be the feedback. I got two good newses. One of them is I completed the final day of an 8-week workout program called Lift 4 I've been working on. Today was the very last workout of the entire program. I did every single workout and I love it, actually. I'm going to be starting it over again probably on Monday. And so that's good news part one for me. Good news part two is it is the great feedback that we got from last night's business model and mind map training. I outlined everything that we're doing. We have an 8-figure business model. There's lots of moving parts, including network marketing companies, direct sales companies, our own affiliate products, all of the different things that we sell and the e-commerce stuff that we do online. We have it all in one little cohesive mind map. And I walked through that whole thing last night and people's minds were blown. That's literally what some of them have said. And so great feedback from that. It's always a good feeling. A couple of shout outs, see who's here live. Cindy is in the house. What's up, Cindy? So good to see you here. Mike Robertson has joined the party. Hey, Mike. Maggie is in the house. What's up, Maggie? So good to see you. Ashley is here as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of you, as well as those watching the replay. So let's see. So congratulations we got 2 t-shirt winners from yesterday. And as a reminder, this is the t-shirt. It says the dream is free. The results are sold separately. And so those of you that watched yesterday's live stream and took the action steps, 2 of you won t-shirts. So Jeff Sinclair and Margaret Halverson. Congratulations to you guys. Thanks again for tuning in to the live yesterday. Congrats on winning the shirt. We'll be shipping those out to you ASAP. Yesterday's contest is now expired. But if you have not won a t-shirt yet and you're interested in, then here's how you can do that. All right, I'm not actually doing another live t-shirt giveaway from this webinar. However, over the weekend, we're going to be giving away 15 more shirts. Oh, by the way, Jeff and Margaret, be sure to PM. I'm going to tag you in a comment, and I want you to send a private message to Jessica Lawson, tell her your size and your shipping address, and she'll get you on the list and get these things shipped out to you. All right. And so there is no giveaway on this live. However, we're giving away 15 shirts over the weekend inside of our brand new Creative Freedom group. And so to win a shirt and some cash and a board game that can make you rich and some digital training products, all kinds, we're giving away all kinds of stuff in the group. And to win it, all you got to do is follow these 3 steps. All right. Step 1, join the group, and you can do that by going to creativefreedom.group, not .com, creativefreedom.group. That'll take you directly to our Facebook group. Click the join button. Inside of that group, once you're accepted, which we're accepting as soon as they come in, watch the recording of last night's mind map training and just follow the instructions in there. We give you instructions we're giving away. That's where the giveaway originated, is from last night's webinar, and so we're just opening it up and giving you guys watching that weren't on the live webinar a chance to play as well. All right. Winners are going to be announced periodically over the next 3 days, and so every few hours we're going to be introducing and leaving a comment on that post and saying, you know, hey, here's the new winner. Okay. And so be watching for those. Also, like I said, we're giving away cash. We're giving away a board game that not only is it fun, but it will literally reprogram your financial IQ. And long story short, it'll make you rich if you play it enough. And we're also giving away some access to some digital training courses that we do, teach people how to market their business properly on social media, on the internet. Those are kind of the things that we do in the products and stuff that we sell. And so we've been doing this for over a decade. We kind of know what we're talking about. That's all being given away in the group. So if you're interested, come play. Now, let's get into the content, okay? 10 benefits of actually being your own boss. So the other day, I'll just kind of go from the heart here. The other day, I got to pick up my daughter early. That was not planned when I woke up. But because I am my own boss, I was able to shift the plans. And I think that, for me, is the favorite of all these benefits that I'm about to tell you, is the idea that when something comes up, I'm flexible. I have the freedom to shift plans. I just decided I would really like to hang out with my daughter for a little bit more today. And so I looked at my schedule, I moved stuff around, and then boom, all of a sudden we have a half a day together. Today, kind of the same deal. Usually I wake up, it's on my calendar this morning to work out at 5 a.m. However, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I wasn't feeling it. And so I shifted stuff around and I did my workout at like 9 a.m. If I was working for somebody else and had to be there at a certain time, that wouldn't be possible for me. And so I personally love the flexibility of being your own boss. Last minute plans are just more, they're more possible, they're more doable. And so that's what I really love. But there's actually lots of benefits to being your boss. And so here's a few that I picked up and wrote down for you guys. So number 1, you get to do work that makes you smile. How many of you do work or have done work at a job it doesn't make you smile? It pisses you off, makes you scream, makes you throw stuff. I've been in those jobs and I know that lots of them exist. And so the beauty of being your own boss is most of the time you're doing work that actually makes you smile. That's a big benefit. Another one is you have flexible work locations. This is my home base, I guess, my home base here when I'm deciding to work in my home. But I can work anywhere. Oftentimes I'll go to a coffee shop or a park or anywhere. I work in airports often. I work in hotels all the time because my life is about, like, my business. I've built my business to serve me as well as serve other people. And so we like to adventure and travel and go to all new places and do new stuff. And so I need to have my business where I can do that anywhere. And that's what being your own boss does. It actually gives you that freedom to go do that. And so that's another big benefit. The next one is you ditch the commute. I had to drive somewhere the other day, and it was the first time I had been on the interstate in the morning in, like, I guess what you would call rush hour traffic. And it was terrible. I mean, terrible. I do not miss it. I used to do that every single day. And I haven't driven into work in over a decade. And I forgot how terrible the traffic can be. And so flexible work locations are another one of my favorites of actually being your own boss. So you get to ditch flexible work locations, and you get to ditch the commute. You don't have to drive anymore. You also have ultimate autonomy. And so even if you do have a fantastic working relationship with your current boss, they're still the ultimate factor in calling the shots over your professional life. That's just the way it is. And so being your own boss, it actually affords you a level of complete autonomy that working for other people just doesn't give you. You get to decide how you do your business, where to source your materials, how to treat your vendors and your customers, how you manage marketing, what your marketing strategy is, and every other aspect of the business. You call the shots, and so you don't have that with Boss Man. All right, so hiring others and giving back. This is another one of my big favorites, is just being able to provide others with opportunities. I've hired many people to help me and assist me. We've got virtual assistants. We have I don't really have many. Well, we've got one local person that actually works with us now, which we'll be actually hiring some more very soon. But the opportunity, like doing that, just feels good. Giving other people the opportunity to better their lives and give back to people through charitable stuff and just the things that you can do as your own boss. There's benefit in them. And so learning a lot about everything is another major benefit. Your mind becomes sharper when you're the boss because you're thinking about everything. You're juggling everything. You're management, you're making executive decisions, you're doing the brain dump stuff, you're thinking creatively about growth, you're doing all of it. And so by default, your mind is going to get sharper. You're going to learn new things. How do we learn new things? Sometimes we learn new things by just screwing the shit out of something else. Like we just mess it up big time. And we learn from it, and we're better and we're sharper and we move forward with that new knowledge. And so by default, just by running a business, you're going to get sharper. You're going to have a more sharp mind. Also the financial rewards. Geez, I haven't even talked about this one. Like the financial rewards that you actually reap in a job or in a business as the business owner. Well, there's an income ceiling when you're not the owner. You can't make over a certain amount. When you're the business owner, when you're the boss, there's nobody to tell you how much you can or cannot make. You control everything, including the money that's actually made. And so that's a big upside to doing it. All right. And you're also in control of your schedule. I talked about it earlier, the flexibility that you have inside of a schedule and being able to change things last minute. That's probably one of my favorite parts that I love about it. And just overall, I got two more for you. Overall, broad creative expression. That's just part of it. When you're the boss, you can creatively express your creativity in your day-to-day life. You have the freedom to do that. All right. Even if you're not in a creative type of a field, being your own boss actually allows you to flex your creative muscles on a regular basis. All right. You're thinking about marketing. You're thinking about how am I going to get this product in front of somebody? How am I going to close that person? What's the process for this system? You're flexing your creative muscles all day, every day. And so you can try out new strategies across the board. And that's how you find things that actually make your business better. And you're the one that will benefit from all of that creative thinking. That's the good part, right? You're the one that benefits. You're doing that creative thinking and you're tapping into that creative that's in all of us. You're just tapping into it and you're the one getting the maximum benefit out of it. All right, not somebody else. You're not building somebody else's business. And so from marketing to branding, PR, problem solving, technology, all of this stuff allows you to innovate, allows you to think outside the box, sharpens your skills, and as you're the boss, you can literally reinvent the wheel. All right. And so the final tip that I'll share with you, or I guess benefit of being your own boss that you might not have thought about, is the deep appreciation for what you do that comes along with it. That alone is worth just going through the journey, because you will develop a deep appreciation for being your own boss. You might do it for a little while and say, screw this is not for me. That might be the case, and that's okay. Fine, no big deal. But regardless, you're going to develop, you're going to understand the work at a deeper level. And so you're less likely to take it for granted every day. And you're going to develop a deep appreciation. The deep appreciation will end up serving you so well in all other areas of your life, even outside of business. And so that's another one of my favorite benefits. Larry, I see you have joined the party. Rhonda, welcome, welcome. Stacy is in the house. Dean is here. What's up? What's up? Good to see you guys. And so there you go. 10 benefits of being your own boss. Let me know in the comments which benefit is your favorite. All right. And maybe even others that I did not talk about, because there's tons of benefits to being your own boss. All right. And so for those of you that are watching this and you're thinking, you know what? Maybe I'd like to be my own boss someday. Or you're watching this and you're already your own boss and you're just looking to really create for yourself more of that freedom that being your own boss actually gives you the opportunity to create. If that is you, either one of those, I've got a very special invitation for you right now. And I'm super excited to share this with you. This is your official invitation to come join our brand new Creative Freedom Facebook group. All right, this is a brand new group that we literally just opened the doors to a few hours ago. It's not going to be one of those groups that's always open for anybody to join. Instead, we've reserved it for our paying customers and clients. However, the only exception is when we do a public opening like this, like we're doing right now, for anybody interested to come in, kind of look around, see what we're about, soak up some value and fun. All right. Another reason that you're going to want to join us in this group is because it's the only place that you can find the recording of last night's business model mind map training available. We're putting it in that group. It's already in that group, and that's the only place that we're going to make it available. And so just to give you some context about that, in case you're wondering, collectively, my business partner and I, we've sold tens of millions of dollars worth of stuff on the internet of our own products and for our clients as well. And 2019 is the year that we launch our brand new brand called Creative Freedom. All right. And when I say brand new, I mean it's brand new. Like we just opened the doors to the Facebook group a few hours ago. We don't have a logo yet, brand new. All right. But there's some value in there. In addition to the webinar recording, we're also giving away over $500 in cash prizes over the weekends, this weekend inside of that group. And as a member of the group, you're also going to literally get to see us launch and build an 8-figure business and brand from scratch on the internet. And having a front row seat to that alone, that's worth tens of thousands of dollars in my opinion. And so I'll read you 3 quick testimonials from last night's webinar attendees. Elena says, the big picture and the business model structure, I did not fully comprehend its size and complexity until I saw all the components. It's huge. The financial plan and breakdown of numbers were phenomenal. It just showed the numbers, how the numbers add up, and only when there's a plan for them. There are many more points that stood out to me. The webinar blew my mind. Pure value and education. It helped me strengthen my own perspective and understand how it can help other people to build their future. Really awesome. Kathy said, wow, the complexity of your business mind map blew my mind. You never really get a true picture of how things connect until you see something like this. All right, and I'm not just making this up. These are actual real comments that we got on the training. I just took a screenshot of it so I could read it for you. Feeling grateful I'm as part of this whole complex system you've created and looking forward to being a bigger part. All right, so a couple of testimonials. The feedback's been amazing. We look forward to seeing you inside the group. If you're interested, just comment the word freedom down below, or you can just send it to me in a direct message, and I'll make sure that you get in the group. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate all of you. Lester, I see you, my friend. You guys have an amazing day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.